The Old Firm Cup final may be in a few short hours, but not only is Fog football pack, according to Barry Ferguson, so are Rangers. So welcome back to the channel. Alright, 10 seconds in, and I already feel like going to my bed because I don't really understand what's made Barry Ferguson lose the plot, but the headline reads, I can already hear Celtic fans saying I've lost the plot, but I'm telling you, Rangers are back. And he's tipping Philip Clement's side to bloody topple Celtic. Oh my god. Even before, right, we even get into this, right? Before we even get into this and read the method behind the madness. Even if Rangers, right, win in a few hours' time, right, and lift that League Cup trophy and Clement gets the monkey off his back and he's defeated Celtic, Rangers are not back, right? Rangers beating Celtic to one cup final doesn't mean that we're back. It doesn't. Rangers being back is consistent years of winning trophies and winning league titles, right? And having positive records against Celtic for the current manager and things like that, right? But most importantly, trophies. See this beating Celtic tomorrow and we're back. We need more than that. You know what I mean? And I'm not suggesting that tomorrow papers over the cracks, right? Because by any means necessary, I said tomorrow, today. When's he uploading this? This needs sorted out. Rangers need to win this final by all means and all cost, right? But let's see what Barry Ferguson said. It's a late one, folks. Apologies. He said, hand on heart, I must admit, I wasn't looking forward to it. Just a couple of weeks ago, if you want to know the honest truth, I was even dreading the thought of the short bus trip for Ibrox to Hampden. Rangers were going to be on a hiding to nothing in the Premier Sports Cup final, and it was just a matter of gritting your teeth and getting through it. So it comes as a very pleasant surprise to confess that my mindset has changed completely now, that the latest Old Firm scrap is just upon us. Now, before we go any further, I can hear the Celtic fans sighing already. Oh, here we go again. Barry's lost the plot again, but it's not like that. I don't believe for a single second that everything is rosy in the Rangers' garden. Again, far from it. But there's still a load of improving for them to do after what has been a thoroughly disappointing start to the season. But at least now there's serious reason to believe they can make themselves competitive in a cup final, which most Rangers fans have already written off just a few years ago. And yes, the nature of Thursday night's performance against Spurs has absolutely made sure of it. I say that for a couple of reasons. First, I was at Ibrox for Europa League Battle of Britain tie, and I could feel the difference in the mood around the old place. For the first time this season, the fans are starting to believe in their team again. There's a sense of positivity and a new energy in the stands. As I've written in this column before, Rangers are at their strongest when there is that connection with the supporters. For the first time in a long time, it's coming back. But more importantly, I get the feeling that the players are starting to believe in themselves again, and their tails are most certainly up as they prepare to head across the city towards the National Stadium on Sunday afternoon. Trust me, self-doubt is a real killer for football players, but that's what comes when performances and results aren't what they should be. When you're going through a difficult period, you start to question yourself, and there are times when you wonder if you're as good as you thought you were in the first place. Even though Rangers have got back on track over the last fortnight or so, I'm pretty sure some of those guys went into Thursday's game still wondering if they were up to the task of going toe-to-toe with one of the Premier League's biggest guns. End of quote. Right, Barry, son, it's like Rangers, you need time out, man. You need to throw the flag down. American football, the time out, right? Take one of our timeouts here. Think about the play. Think about what we're going to do. Rangers, we are not back until we are winning trophies consistently. That's in my eyes, right? So we're sure as hell not back because we drew with Tottenham and he feels that the atmosphere was better. Wasn't there at Ibrox on Thursday, but you could clearly hear through the speakers and through your telly and from wherever you were watching it that the atmosphere was good. And the atmosphere was a lot positive to what it's been in recent weeks. But that's always the same with Europe. I feel like it's always like a wee bit like that compared to like a normal league game or whatever. But come on, Barry. Come on, son. We need to just accept that it takes a wee bit more than what's going on recently in the last few games to get us back. He does go on to talk about Clement and a few things like that. Is that Celtic fans will probably realise that Sunday's cup final probably won't be just as straightforward as they and everyone else thought it would be. And if they're really honest, they'll also have to admit that their one side has tailed off a bit over the last month or so. I mean, I alluded to that earlier. I can't even remember what Ferrer talked about that in, but yeah, I mean, Celtic, they've not been, since the international break returned, they've not been absolutely fantastic. Rodgers has called it the defensive problems that they've had, against Hibs and giving up too many chances. And Kasper Schmeichel's been phenomenal. But all in all, shall be an interesting game in a few hours, guys. We'll see how it goes. But Rangers here, they're not back. We need to win trophies consistently for me to deem us back. But if Barry, a guy that's led Rangers into war before and came out on top on numerous occasions, wants to say it, then who am I to call him out? I'll tell you who I am. Alright? I am Big Stevie Cool, and I disagree with Barry Ferguson, but you know what? We both want the same thing later on the day, and that's for Rangers to win the cup. So hopefully we will be back, and we are. We're coming. I can smell it.